Hello. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, there we go. Okay. I can hear myself now, which is good. Right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my stream. My name is TheMaskedWeeb, and today we'll be playing part 14 of Danganronpa. But I know, really shocking. It's not nice. Fuck. Anyway, to cut life short, to recap about exactly what is happening, we have just discovered that there is not one but two murders in Chapter 3's Island Life, a deadly life investigation. This is basically the dead people were Ibuki Miyoda, aka the ultimate musician, and Hiyoko, aka the ultimate traditional dancer. Now, give that in mind, I actually was starting to like Hiyoko until I eventually found out that she died. Yeah, she kaput. Now, apologies for me being on my phone. I'm actually going to be sorting out my themes, so I'm going to be sharing some onto my Discord, and then I'm also going to be sending this to some of my family relatives, as they actually wanted to see me stream. So keep that in mind. I was actually thinking about doing some. So yeah. All right. With that in mind, let's get started. Oh, I forgot to sort out my goddamn thing on my Instagram. Terribly sorry, everyone. I promise you, I will be. So while this is on the bit, also I've changed the camera location, purely because I actually want the dialogue to occur. So yeah. Right. Let's get this started. And then let's just go boom, boom. Right, boom. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now, also, what's a death loop? Oh, lovely. Okay. Anyway, let's begin. Right. So, as you are aware, these are now two murders. So we're going to go on stage. Alright, let's start with the first thing. Let's start with Ibuki's body. Ibuki's body is laid on top of the stage. She's wearing the hospital gown she was wearing when she was sick. What's this? What's this on Ibuki's feet? I didn't notice what she was hanging, but her soles, her feet are dirty. It's blood, right? But she shouldn't be in any external injuries on Ibuki if that's the case. This blood belongs to someone else. Okay, so as far as we can tell, there is blood on the soles, which means someone else has been. She's been stepping on someone's blood. Hey Hajime, can I talk to you for a second? You've already discovered the body before you met up with us, right? Yeah. At first I didn't know it was Ibuki because of the handbag, though. But I knew right away that she was dead. She was hanging from that rope.
Like...
Which means Ibuki must have died before Hiyoko was tied up.
Well...
That helps. There's no death written on the Monokuma file this time. So I wasn't really sure who died first. It's true. The estimate time of death wasn't written in the Monokuma file this time. But I should have known Ibuki died because I personally saw it. In that video, Ibuki was climbing on the stepladder on her own. So right after that... Wait, hold on. If Ibuki climbed that stepladder and died right after, does that mean she committed suicide? No, that's not possible. That's impossible. Because even if Ibuki commits suicide, it doesn't explain Hiyoko's death afterward. Two different deaths happen at the same time. There's no way there's a coincidence. Alright, so we've confirmed that Ibuki could have not have committed suicide. Rope. It's the rope that was tied to the baton lighting on the ceiling. Ibuki hanged herself with this rope and died. From what I can tell, it looks like a regular length rope with no unnatural features. But despite the fact that the music venue has a storage room, there shouldn't be any rope in there. Which means, was it obtained from the supermarket? Did the killer bring it from here? From there? That means anybody could have obtained this rope, and it means it'd be difficult to use this as a clue. I wonder if that's true. Huh? Oh, I just noticed a little something. Is it okay if I confirm it?
Hey!
Excuse me, Mikon, do you have a moment? What's up? What's happened? There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right? Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself.
I see.
Oh, so her cause of... I see. So Ibuki did die by hanging herself. But it wasn't her intention of committing suicide. You might have not seen it, but we all saw that she hanged herself. You're right. Yep, I got it. So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place. Geez, as usual, I have no idea what he's up to. Rope used for hanging. So she did use the rope for hanging herself, but she wasn't fully intending that she was going to commit suicide. Right. Ibuki had a handbag on her head and was hanging from the ceiling. But why did she have a handbag on her head? Wait, huh? This handbag. Upon further inspection, there is a Monica on the fabric. It looks like this isn't just a normal bag. Okay, so it does look like... Wait, a candle? There's a massive candle positioned near the front of the stage. The dull light in that video must have been coming from this candle. A candle this huge might have been perfect for lighting, but they didn't need to bother using a candle. They could have used a normal stage lighting. So someone was intending to use the candle. Alright, let's look at the stepladder. The stepladder was tipped over on its side. This must have been the stepladder that Ibuki used in this video I saw. Ah, isn't that a bloodstain? Look, there's blood on the left side of the stepladder. As I recall, Ibuki didn't have any external injuries, if that's the case. Then it must be Hyoko's blood.
Yep.
That's the only thing I can think of. The bloodstain that probably belongs to Hyoko is on the left side of the stepladder. What does it mean? It probably means that she was probably stabbed and tried to save Ibuki before it's too late. Right, let's have a look at Chiaki. With her arms crossed and a thoughtful look on her face, Chiaki was silently staring at the stage floor. Did something drop on the floor there? Nothing dropped, it's just dirty. Dirty?
Hey.
See? Take a close look at the floor.
See?
If you look closely, you're right, there's a smudge, as if something was wiped out. Wait, this isn't something. Is that a bloodstain? She was killed somewhere else. Well, a bloodstain isn't strange. Hyoko's neck was slashed not far from here. Rather, what is strange is why did the killer try to hide it? Maybe it's because hide it.
So...
If they were trying to hide it, they would have bothered wiping it out. The reason the killer wiped off this bloodstain, as long as the body is nearby, there's no way they'd be able to conceal the crime by wiping off a bloodstain. So what was the killer trying to hide? Maybe an injury, or the fact that the murder was somewhere else. Because the ropes weren't there. Right, let's have a look at Hyoko's body. Hyoko's body is suspended against the pillar on the side of the stage. She's wrapped against the pillar with duct tape, and she is looking like she was forced to stand upright. Damn it, who did this? According to the Danganronpa, her cause of death was a slit throat. Her neck looked like it stopped bleeding, probably because of the duct tape wrapped around it. But why is kimono like this? Her kimono is all deceived. Also, her stash is tied in the front. Did the killer do this too? But why did the killer kill Hyoko? When I first discovered Ibuki's body, I didn't see Hyoko's body here. If that's the case, Hyokobaki was killed. It must have been during the time I was getting everyone before I came here. But that was barely 10 minutes. Is it possible that the killer killed Hyoko and taped her in such short amount of time? Even if it's possible, whoever did it would have had a narrow window of time to do so. Because the killer must have been someone who doesn't have an alibi during that time, right?
Hey!
Hey, Hajime, do you have a minute? Hey? No, you're in the way.
Now.
I don't wish to be in your way, that's all, but there's something I really need your help with. Help?
Actually...
If you look closely, there's an unnatural shape bulging in from inside Hyoko's kimono. So I was thinking she might be hiding something. Wait, hold on. Don't tell me you want me to search inside Hyoko's kimono.
Huh?
Huh? That's exactly it.
Why?
Well, it would have been a problem if she were alive, but she's dead now, you know? Don't mess with me. Are you saying there's a problem with now that she's dead? Oh. Fine, if you don't want to do it, I'll just have to ask someone else.
Hey!
Hey, Akane!
Yo!
Yo, what's up?
Hey.
Well, there's something I want you to do for me. It looks like there's something inside Hyoko's kimono. Can you feel around for that?
What?
I don't really understand, but I just gotta check
Thanks.
Hyoko's kimono, right? Thank you, Akane. Helping each other out is such a wonderful thing.
Now then.
Let's see. Akane reached through the duct tape, blinding Hyoko as she struck her hand inside her kimono.
That's weird.
Damn it, she's tied up so tight I can't really reach with my hand. Oh wait, hold on.
Yo!
There's something. Is this what you were looking for? Is this a key?
Perhaps...
It looks different from the keys in the cottage, so this might be her motel room. The key to her motel room, huh?
But...
If her key was so deep inside her kimono, that'd be hard to remove. Then it's very unlikely that the killer tampered with this evidence.
Isn't that right?
Because if this is a trap, they would have put more toward the front of her kimono so they wouldn't notice it easier. Which means we could condole this something Hyoko had with her all along. So she hid in her kimono this whole time.
Hey.
Also, it's not like I'm adding to that or anything, but you look like you're curious about the condition of Hyoko's body, right, Hajime? Of course, that's why I'm investigating. That's true. There are several mysteries regarding her body. Well, just hear me out for a second. Out of all of those mysteries, what I was thinking the strangest is... the ribbon?
See?
The way they wrapped her body with that duct tape. It's almost like they were trying to hide the wound on Hyoko's neck, don't you think? Hide the wound on her neck. I don't really know if that's the true intention, but I guess it's big help for our investigation. The reason for the low volume of blood is because the duct tape is acting as a compress, right? If her body was left alone after her throat was slit, the surrounding area would be a sea of blood. Sea of blood, huh? 2 dead bodies floating in the sea of blood. That's enough to make anybody faint. Right, so as far as we can tell, Her body was taped, but why is it taped? And right, is there any other things around? Let's have a look at the curtain. There's a black curtain hanging at the far side of stage. This curtain is not wide enough, it can't reach from one edge of the stage to another.
Huh?
It's not really a full-length curtain. This curtain was originally here, right? If it was, it'd be strange that it doesn't fit properly. It's probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket. See? The back of the curtain is taped for temporary use. It's just like curtain at supermarket. So you're saying someone took the time to actually bring that curtain from the supermarket?
So...
If I was that far, that it was killer really needed for this crime. Why did they need it? Who knows? Well, it wouldn't be a mystery if the answer came easy. Right, so someone has brought a curtain from the supermarket, and I need to check on my pet. No, I don't want to. It's not clean. Alright. Are we able to have a look at it? No. Alright. This is... Oh. AC control panel. This looks like the music venue's AC unit. That's right, you might be able to adjust the hot air in the music venue with this. Alright, I should mess with it like so. It's running as a heater over 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I know why it's so damn hot. I better turn off the heater. That should stay cool off things a little. So the AC temperature was very hot. Almost enough to make someone faint. What's this? There's a control panel on the wing on this side. It seems you can use the control bar to raise and lower the baton lighting on the ceiling. In fact, we used this to lower Ibuki's hanged body. Speaking of lighting, the video of the music venue I saw. It had a dim candlelight and it didn't look like the lighting was used at all. But why didn't they use this lighting? Was there some reason they inconceived them?
So you have appeared.
I see. You noticed that too, fiend. Huh? Noticed? So you didn't notice? Are those eyes just little glass balls? Take a good look at the baton lighting above your head. Have you not noticed that aberrant item? Look at the baton lighting. You mean that? There's something that looks like a black paper stuck to the baton lighting. So you finally noticed. But I can't really see it from here. I should lower the baton lighting one more time and...
I can see it!
There's no need.
Go, my four dark devas of
Go, Mirage,
destruction!
Golden Hawk, Jim. Now's the time for you to take flight. Wahaha. Feast your eyes on brave souls of my four dark devas of destruction. A hamster launched itself on Gundam's hand and ran up the baton on the ceiling in a flash. Jesus Christ. Choo-choo! It started running from the stuck slip of paper in rapid circles. Is it a flash or something? And then it flashed downward and definitely caught by Gundam. Wahaha, did you see? Behold the power of the ultimate evil eye wielder.
Wow!
Wow, that's amazing. I've never seen a hamster do tricks.
How pitiful.
They are my four dark devas of destruction. Hamsters are merely their temporary form. So what's with that paper? Looks like some sort of thick paper. Though it doesn't not seem any special type spells script onto it.
It was close.
It appears it's nothing useful. No, that's not it. There's no doubt that's some kind of clue. I mean, the fact they were stuck in a place like that, no matter how you think it's too unnatural. Scrap of thick paper. Are they gonna go through the same thing over and over? What in the world is this? Regardless, it's just a hint. I reckon it's the... Hold on. Alright. Oh, okay, we're able to exit out of the area. Let's have a look at the broken machine. The shattered remains of a machine are spread all over the floor.
I see.
This appears to be the surveillance camera unit.
This too must be the will.
Fukichi
of
put it in the
Kazama.
music venue for communication purposes. Why is it destroyed like this? Perhaps criminal psychology is at play here? What do you mean?
Well,
Even if they know they're not being recorded, there's no way the killer would tolerate committing a murder in front of the camera.
Fine.
So that's why they destroyed the camera. Seems plausible enough. They hesitate to murder someone in front of the camera, and that's why the killer destroyed this? Then what was that thing I saw? Surveillance camera unit. Okay. So as far as we can tell... Alright, let's ask Akane. Hey, are you okay? Are you still not feeling well? Yeah, I don't really get it, but when I think about Nakamura, it's like my knees start shaking.
that's weird.
That's weird. There's no way I've got that kind of weakness. Aww, she's in love. It's probably go away if I battle a strong dude, but Nakamura's not here. Nakamura will definitely come back. You're right. Oh yeah, storage room. There's a door that says staff only. It looks like it's inside the storage room. I might as well investigate here too. And... lo and behold. Alright, let's have a look. First things first, the shelves. There's a carpeting, wallpaper, and paint on the shelves. Usually, they decorations. This flat paper was folded up in a love shape. It looks like wallpaper. There's a lot of stickers plastered all over the front of the side of this wallpaper. And this edge of the wallpaper, it hasn't... But what does this mean? It means it's been torn from the fucking... Right, stickers. There's a lot of stickers with the venue's logo placed here. It looks like they made a bunch of them and have way too many left over. It feels somewhat depressing. Huh? Compared to last time, it feels like there's less stickers than before. Am I overthinking this? Full-length mirror. You can see your whole body in this full-length mirror. It's probably used for checking costumes. With a mirror this big, it'd probably be easy to check how you look. There's a lot of different musical instruments lined up here. I know about guitars and drums, but there's also many instruments that I've never seen before. But why did they look this pertinent to the case? Anything else? No. We better ask Nakato. Nakato, did you come here to investigate the storage room too? Hello, Scorpion! How are you? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it? Or is he trying to stand a guard here? So how about it? Did you find any clues? The tipped over the duct tape binding, Yoko? That probably all came from this storage room. True. There might be enough other things from the storage room that can be used for this stuff. You also pretended to give me hints in the end. So you're just gonna go on the killer's side, right? Aw, I'm not siding with the killer, you know. I'm good, just getting ready for work. Okay, well, have an amazing day at work, mate. Person. I don't know what your gender is, so I'm just gonna say, have a wonderful day, you lovely person.
Man.
But I can't say for certain, though. What's this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense.
Hajime.
By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened.
Right?
Hey, if you can explain it to me in detail, I think I'd be able to get you some useful information. Really? You might end up confusing us again at instant. You don't want to find the truth. You just want to make us
me.
suffer. That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well. For the sake of everyone's hope, I'm gladly they become the enemy, and I won't even mind about when I die.
Damn it.
That's the main reason why I can't overlook this case this time. Huh? What does that mean? Regardless, I guess you're not gonna tell me, huh? Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings?
Hey,
You should come by later too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Wait, where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously, the movie theater. After he said that, Nagito walked out of my sight. Movie theater? Why the sudden interest in the movie theater? I guess everyone that's torture. I should go back. Check. Speaker? Yep. Thank you for the luck. Alright. So, as far as we can tell, the duct tape and the bag and round about and even the rope were probably around in storage room. Now, is there any other thing here? Let's have a look. Let's have a speak with
Something like this.
It's happened once again. Two of my cherished friends had died at the same time. I cannot believe it. This is the place where Ibuki sang for Hiko. Hiyoko looked like she was having so much fun listening to her music. And now those two are no longer here. Ah, such a tragedy. I understand how you feel, but please get a hold of yourself. Two of our friends were killed. That's all the more reason why we can't just leave this alone, alright?
So just as I thought.
We must do this then, for the sake of the two who have fallen. Right, let's speak to Mikon. If only I knew sooner, Ibuki might have been saved. Hey, when did you realize Ibuki was missing? After I leaving negative room, I went to the on-call room, and that's when it came to me that I should go and check on everyone in the hospital. Let's do it one more time before I go to sleep. And so when I went to the patient room, I noticed Ibuki was gone. So I quickly ran out of the hospital. So that's what happened. And then I saw Hiko in front of the hospital, so I asked him if he could help me look for Ibuki. Huh? That reminds me, where are you? I thought you were resting in the lobby. That's is a long story. I'm so sorry, it's not like I doubt you or anything. There's no way I doubt you, because we've been together since this morning. You're right, we were together until you went to the on-call room. That's right, we were together until just a little before the morning Monokuma announcement. So I didn't doubt you. So I don't doubt you, I'm telling the truth. Is it alright if I continue with my autopsy? If you talk to me later, I'll tell you what I know. So please, spare my life at least. What happens to not doubt? So, as far as we could tell, Mikon and Hajime were both at the thing before so they couldn't have done it. What about Gundam? Okay, did you direct your gaze to the for his instruction? Okay, he hasn't got nothing. Be Hiko.
damn right.
Hey Hajime, take a look at this.
Huh?
What? Look what's in front of the door. That's a drumstick, right? And it looks like it's broken. What happened to it? Like something that's in front of the door. You might think a big clue. Why would this be a clue? Hey. Remember when we came into the music venue? If it won't... This is a memory friend, so I won't speak. The door was locked, but when we tried to get in, so the four of us tried to get into the door. But when I examined it, I found out that this door doesn't have a lock at all. Huh?
I get it.
The door is designed to be pushed open, and this is the shape of the handle. If a stick was used at the door here, well, don't you think it would lock the door and keep it from opening? You mean you think this drumstick was used to lock the door? The broken drumstick on the floor in front of the door should be proof of that. Then how was the killer able to get out?
Huh?
Huh? I mean, the music venue doesn't have any windows. This door is the only entrance. If they locked the door from inside, the killer wouldn't be able to escape outside. Maybe. The killer was still inside when we broke the door to the music venue. And they waited until we were already at the scene to come to join us.
I get it.
You know, don't they use tricks like that a lot in mystery dramas and stuff? If that's the case, there might be evidence of that around here somewhere.
Damn it.
Alright, I'm definitely gonna find it. I won't let the killer get away with this. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue, huh? Like you said, there might be a possibility, but
Listen to the whole story.
I heard what you two were discussing. Chucky, that was a cool entrance.
Well,
Besides the broken drumstick, I also discovered something interesting. What is it?
see?
Look, there's a strange glob where the right and left door had touched. Right, see? You're right, what is it? Looks too firm to think it's rubber.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't look like rubber, but... As she said that, Chucky bent down and scratched the floor so much to cough with her finger. Numb. Why are you putting that in your mouth? Chew, chew. It smells like workshop chemicals. Workshop. And this chewiness. I see, this thing may be a glove now, but it doesn't mean it was a glove from the start. For instance, it was originally a liquid that hardened into this. It might be possible to apply it directly and smoothly in the gaps of the door. What were you talking about? Just as I thought, it tastes nasty. Jackie spat the glob out of her mouth and left the area. Besides that bit of a taste, it's okay to get some kind of clue, right? Okay, so Miss Parent glue. So it looks like it was not glob. So it looks like she said it. All right, with this, let's finish. Let me see. Right, there are multiple areas we need to have a look at. Right, so like Jackie said, there is a mysterious glob-ish material. One more time. Okay. Yeah. How about it, Mikon? Have you found anything about it? Right, hold on, before we do anything. So as far as I can tell, the door was obviously locked with a drumstick, but however, there was also a mysterious glob-like object, material inside on the door, which means someone must have sneaked it. To tell the truth, it's pretty inconclusive.
You got it wrong!
But it's not my fault. The music venue is just too hot. Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death. Because of the heat. Is that possible? If the body is overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine the precise time of death. I see. That might have been the killer's goal. They covered up their time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot. But that's weird.
What?
Even if the heat's the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death? I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear what the order of the murders occurred. First was Ibuki, then Hyoko. As long as there is an intimate murder, there shouldn't be a mistake in the order of the murders. Huh? Intimidation murder?
Huh?
Huh? You don't know, Hajime? I thought everyone already knew.
See?
It's a murder where the killer used a creative work like a song or a film as an outline of their killing. It's a common in detective novels, mangas, and video games that you start to get annoyed by it. How's the intimidation murder relating to this murder? Well, based on the killing order and the way that it's of that movie. That movie?
Good instincts.
The assumption of the intimidation murder is the reason why the killer killed 2 people. Goal was an intimidation killer. Even so, why did you feel the need to do something like that? Excuse me, if there was really an intimidation of that movie, then is it possible that one more person might have been killed?
This too must be the will of
It certainly is
causality.
conceivable if the killer wishes to complete the intimidation. Hold on a second. Are you talking about intimidation murder? What? Might be killed. Are you guys worried that it might be another victim? Then no worries. Things would have gone out of hand too fast if there's a bunch of people could have got killed at once. I'm a real cautious killer, so I've prepared a perfect countermeasure. Ahem. On this killing sculpture, the same blackened can only kill a maximum of 2 people. You mean you've added another rule? Well, if killing someone's that okay, the blackened would have been able to secure an easy victory, right? This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains. If it's a maximum 2, then will there no be killings? Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just want to confirm one of the Clash trial rules. I see. As a suspect of you, you're very strict about games.
Perhaps.
I don't want to consider this possibility at all, and I don't even want to think someone would do this. If 2 cases occurred at once, what happens if there are 2 killers?
So...
Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hyoko were killed by 2 different people. That would mean that 2 killers exist at the same time. But we can only vote for one person, right?
I am concerned.
If we only choose one based on a majority vote, the other person could certainly achieve victory.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
So what happens in that case? What happens about a case where there's 3 incidents instead of 2, or 4 incidents overlapping one up another? Shut up! It's okay, I'll make extra sure something like that never happens.
Hey.
Meaning 2 killers can't exist at the same time, so it's safe to say that applies to this case too, right?
Wow.
Ugh.
I don't like this.
Alright, fine. That's right. There's always one killer at any given time. Even if they had an accomplice, I figure you who the mastermind is. Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should just shut up and go back to my cave. I see. There's no possibility that for 2 killers to exist at the same time. Fine. With this, I guess that narrows things down a little.
Yep.
So only one... Yep, that makes things a little easier. Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people, it means a 3rd victim would be impossible. Intimidation murder breakthrough. You guys keep saying, and it sounds strange, what do you guys mean by intimidation? Intimation. Oh, could it be you haven't seen it? Seen it? Seriously? Seen what?
So...
Like I said, that movie.
Oh my.
When we first explored this island, Monokuma was passing our invitation tickets. Then the limitation is,
Good instincts.
of course, the intimidation of that movie.
Well,
Well, based on the murders this time, it's closely resembles that movie, as if we're copying it. As if they copied the movie. I see. Nagito mentioned something about that.
you...
I see. So you haven't seen it. Still, it's not too late, I think. It's probably a good idea if you watch that movie before the Clash trial starts. Looks like I need to do that. Then I should get going too. There's other places I want to investigate. Where do you intend to go next? Probably the hospital for sure. The first victim, Ibuki, was there. I don't know what was happening in the first place. Thanks to the spare disease, we couldn't go for some time. She's right. It might be good for me to investigate the hospital too. There might be some clues relating to Ibuki's death. For clues relating to Hyoko's death, I should try going over to the motel. There's still a lot of things I can do before the crash trial. I'll definitely give it all until the end. Okay? Yeah. Okay. So, I reckon... So, supermarket... Alright. So, let's have a look. Where would you like to go? Bird Island. Right. Let's go to the music venue. Actually, no. Yeah, let's go to the hospital first. We need to go to Ibuki's one. Let's investigate the lobby first. Right. Soda. Hey, you prepared that surveillance camera unit, right?
Hey!
Yeah, so? I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. Didn't you get this machine out of a shady looking alley where those machines were lined up?
Right!
Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. Then, if there are other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too?
Man.
No, that's impossible. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. The video that was filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed from on the hospital monitor. The video that was filmed from the music venue can only be seen on the music venue monitor.
Hey!
But I left it like that. We wouldn't be able to communicate, so I decided to swap the cameras. So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number. So if you were able to get the same model camera or monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. Meaning that surveillance camera exists. It'd be possible to broadcast it with it. However, I didn't just swap the cameras. I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't be able to reuse it. You're right, you did work on that. Let's take a look at the surveillance camera. This is the surveillance camera. As long as the music... Right, it's possible to broadcast with it.
Hajime.
Hey Hajime, there's something I want to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body in the music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Did you see something with this camera? Oh, I wanted to ask you that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could have been recorded, but it's also only good for household. Tell me, Hajime. Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video in that surveillance camera unit. It showed the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging like there is now. But the whole display was pretty dark because there was only using candlelight. There's only a rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath was a step ladder on the floor. And right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and a head bag on their head appeared. I didn't know who it was, face was covered, but I now know that must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder without any hesitation. She climbed the stepladder of her own free will, and then she grabbed the rope, and that's all I saw. The candlelight being used must have been snuffed out or something, because the screen went dark all of a sudden and it wasn't displaying anything anymore.
Man.
Well, if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have an infrared function, so things can still show up even if in the dark. but the one I got from the machine was a really old model. Hold on. At this time, you said you don't know the person wearing the head mask was Ibuki, right? Yeah. You didn't know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself. So you rushed over to the music venue to try and stop her? But I didn't make it in time.
Hey.
Still, if she climbed the stepladder on her own, does that mean she committed suicide? Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer? Ibuki committed suicide? What do you think, Jackie? There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the ladder on her own, right? Yeah, there's no doubt. If so... Hey, don't you think for so long? If you don't know, just be honest about it. Well, of course she did. She got that easily. Oh yeah, I left it covered through on second floor. I'm heading over there. What the heck? She ran all of a sudden. She said conference room, but why did she mention the conference room all of a sudden? Also, I might be overthinking, but did she seem a little upset? Right. Surveillance camera monitor video. Alright, let's go inside. Because we need to check Ibuki's room. Oh. Akane.
Now then.
Phew, I'm finally getting back to my normal self. Hajime, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my boobs if you win. No thanks. She was very powerful when she was quiet. After effect. It beat me up if I said that out loud. Anyway, why are you here?
Hey.
Well, I must have been sick or hurt before I had no idea, but hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one. Don't tell me what you plan to wear hospital gowns from now on. That's the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. It looks like there was one gown for each patient room, so I thought there'd be more in the empty rooms. There weren't any gowns?
Yo.
Yep, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so the only one left is one Nagito was wearing. If I had no choice, I should just use... It's a unisex one, so I'll probably be able to fit. Hold on. What happened to the gown you're wearing? Are you saying I should wear the one I already wore? That's gross. Wearing clothes someone else was wearing is even grosser.
Like,
No time to dilly-dally. I totally left Mikon back at the meet venue. Crap, I gotta go back soon. Well, it's okay since I investigated his school, but leaving her body was a bad idea. Looks like this is open for admission. Anybody? Almost there. Is this one? Whose is this one? Whose is... Whose is... Right, I'm confused. Whoa, what's this room? Oh, sorry. The conference room. Right. What's this? It's pitch black. I can't see anything.
hey.
What's the switch? Don't turn it on. Huh?
'Cause
Jackie, are you there? If you turn on the light, it's going to be fully exposed. It's be embarrassing.
Hey.
What's fully exposed? Hey, Hajime? If you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light. What are you going to do? Are you going to poke them out? I'm not going to poke out my eyes.
Aww.
Bummer. Troll fail. No, as soon as she's standing out, I hear the dry sound of current being drawn. There's a flash light that stunned at my eyes a little. I squinted my eyes so they adjusted to the light. And I saw Hishaki open the curtain that covered the window.
Hey, hey.
Are you surprised? Surprised, I don't get it. I got it.
See?
Got what? The current in the conference room we designed to put blackout light. There's a projector in here as well. The light shining through. See? A black current that blocks the light, and it's also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect. That's why it was so dark. So, is something wrong with it? I'm in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret. Yep, she's upset. But why? But what was it all about? That being luck and troll fail.
Nope.
I just wanted to mess with you. Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? I guess I'm done investigating in the hospital. I should move on to a different place. What were the other places I needed to look at? Right, hold on, let me have a look. Let's have a look. I think, yeah, Nagito said the music, the movie theater, and I think Sonia said something else.
Huh? Are you serious?
Nice. Okay. So as far as we can tell, Nagito has said to go to the movie theater. But where's Nakamaru? That's very creepy. Alright, let's just go. Alright. Let's have a look. So, movie theater.
Hello there.
Well, hello there, Hajime. I knew you'd come here. That means you noticed it too. The case this time is an imitation case in which the killer used the movie as their theme. I wouldn't know. I haven't watched that movie yet. I see. Then you really should watch the movie first. Hey, manager! The customer's
Did you
here.
call me?
Yes?
What?
Did you call? Huh? Hajime's the customer? Different problem
What are
with
you
that.
gonna do?
And you say you don't want to watch it, but I knew you wanted to see it all along. If that's what Tsundere Hajime looks like, then you're really a top guy. You're so devoted to being Tsundere, you even bought the Monokuma stick for
Huh?
Listen up!
nothing. In exchange for not watching...
That's...
In the end, he's still going to be watching that movie. Who cares? Just hurry up and give it in.
Here!
Okay, here you go. By the way, I can only give... You only have one chance to watch it for free. I already stamped today's day on the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat.
Look forward to it, okay?
Hey.
I guess I should wait until Monokuma finishes preparations.
No, no, no! Are you sure?
Don't.
What's this? Too bad! You're so stupid! Shocking! Hey,
You better well have get no one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prices. For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off. Right, so only one person had the bag.
Well, now,
And it must have been... And it has to be the killer.
now then.
Looks like the preparation of the
I
plate.
can't wait.
Impossible.
Let's go and see the movie. I apologize for keeping you waiting. World-famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduces the American audience to tears. Wizard of Oz 2.5D will be screening shortly. From a title alone, I have a bad feeling. 2.5D.
Now, Ben,
doesn't sound...
please relax
Now
and
then,
enjoy the film.
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates. One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise. And was whisked
I don't know
away
about
to
this.
Monami's country.
yeah, I don't know much about this movie.
Monokuma wanted to return to his
I know
home
there's rock
so he
bands.
could go back to pestering the old people for change. So he began his journey to see the wizard Monami, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends. Monokuma met a Monami scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide, the Monami scarecrow hanged herself and died.
Fuck.
He also met a Monami lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows.
What? Someone else is dead?
He also met a Monami tin man who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron. After a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monami, the great and powerful. Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monami. And in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her. With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury. And he lived happily ever after. The end.
Man, movies are the best. That drama was so moving, I needed 2 boxes of tissues, one for each hand.
So,
Oh, no. Let's meet again at the class
bye.
trial. Bye-bye. I'm too disgusted to even let out a sigh right now. That's all I can describe at this situation. How was it? Actually, I don't pity your reaction. That was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. Is it even okay to call that a movie? If it's that movie, now you know, right? Yeah. Just like you said, the characters who were killed moved to match the victims of the cats. Ibuki's death by Hayden matches the Scarecrow's death in the movie. Not just... well, he matches the lion's death too.
But
It would be a complete intimidation if the killer killed 3 people, but it seems that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer is upset about that right now. Or the killer's main goal was his imitation. Then they should be upset about it, but I'm not sure if that's even true. The Wizard of Monami. You here? Yep. So you're here already. Nice. Also, hey-oh. Hello, for sure. How are you doing? What was I going to check? I was going to check the motel, wasn't I? Yeah, I need to check the motel. Hey-oh. Sorry. Oh, two people are already here. I just remembered, I never went inside any of the rooms in the motel. Plus, I don't even know where Hyoko's room is. It might be faster to just ask someone.
So you have appeared.
So you're here already. Come out now. Come on out. Huh? Are you talking to me? I can see you. Did you really think you can hide your presence like that? I wasn't trying to hide in the first place. Hey, which room is Hyoko staying in? Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. Hehehe. I wonder, how does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? Right, so it's the center room. Looks like it's locked, but the key was inside her kimono. Maybe if I use this... I'm sick, and apparently my cousin is also sick and gave us all the cold as well, so... Oh no! Well, I hope you get better soon. Because, you need that strength. Oh, okay. Very fancy. So Hyoko was staying here. She only stayed here for a few nights, and it doesn't really feel like her room, but I feel a little conflicted.
Oh my.
Huh? Did the door open? Hey, yeah, Hyoko put the key in her kimono, so I used that to open it. I see. What? Did something happen? No, it's just... I'm starting to believe it might be my fault. Her fault? What does she mean? Actually, let's have a look at the sink. There's a mirror, and small and rusty, and I can see a Monokuma. Good news, my throat isn't killing me anymore, but I feel like I want to sneeze every millisecond. That's good to hear, at least. I mean, at least you're doing good, but still, I hope you get better soon. The moment Hyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. She was afraid of the dispersity, so she was cautious of you guys too, right? However, her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in the room. She had another reason. Besides that disease, what other reason would make her lock herself in her room?
Perhaps.
Her kimono. Her kimono? Yesterday, I went to go to talk to her. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be a good idea for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by her coincidence, it wasn't locked at that time. And then I saw it. Hyoko was crying and struggling with her kimono stash. She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower, but then she couldn't tie her stash anymore. Mihiro was no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono, huh?
You are right.
The others might have thought it's just a silly stash, but she might have a serious issue for her. Hyoko told me she learned how to tie stuff from Mihiro. That Mihiro kindly taught her the basics. That's why she wanted to be able to tie her own stash on her own. She probably could have forgotten for not being able to, especially since Mihiro taught her. I could really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did. What did you say?
Hyoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiru taught me. That's why. I can do it on my own.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror? Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue? If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful. Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
And that's when she
It cannot
kicked me
be.
out. Could it be Hyoko remembered that? Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Hyoko locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. I can't imagine that. She was abducted by someone. If so, that's weird. Hey, did anyone about that before the incident, or was someone listening in your conversation? I was never told this to anyone, and I did not believe anyone was listening to our conversation. Nobody knew? If that's the case, how did the killer know Hyoko was going to the music venue? Something's wrong. Sonya's account. I don't see anything else that looks suspicious. There's no sign that someone made a mess for... That's it. Oh well. You here? Yep. What about Fuyuhito?
Damn right.
Hey Hajime, can you explain to me again? What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body? It was the same as I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body was hanging from the baton lighting. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to you guys. I met up with Chiaki at this motel, and when we were about to go to the music venue, he met with Mikon and me. And when we went back to the engine wouldn't open for some reason.
I see.
So we had no choice but to break down the door and discover Hyoko's body was suddenly there too.
Hey.
Yeah, that's what happened. This might be the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Shaki? As I recall, didn't you hear? Body was found. Body? Alright, so Monami, Gundam. Besides Shaki, I also saw Gundam and Monami.
I see.
I see, so Kazuchi and Sonya didn't appear, huh? Did you think those two are suspicious?
Like...
Well, Hyoko was killed. Between the time you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down this door, right? So obviously those two are the most suspicious since they weren't with us. That might be it, but while we're at it, let me tell you my alibi too. When the morning Monokuma announcer woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikon panicking in front of the hospital. I asked her what was going on. She said Ibuki disappeared. So you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh?
Well, yeah.
While we were circling this island, we came to the motel and saw you guys there. Did you see anyone else while you circled the island?
Well.
No. We went to the movie theater and that street full of machines to look for Ibuki, but we didn't see anyone. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time that Mikon and I were on our own looking for you wasn't very long. In that short time, there was no way I could have killed Hyoko and wrapped her around the pillar with duct tape. It's true. I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue. But the fact that Hyoko was killed and we discovered her body...
Huh?
What? Do you still doubt me? Well, I'm used to it, but it's true. I've done things that I deserve to be doubt for. So don't worry. Even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you or encasing you in concrete. I want to know in advance what I have to do to end up like that. So in his case, he was with Mikan and they were looking for someone. They were looking for another person, or they were looking for a Ibuki, but they weren't able to find anyone. Oh, that looks like it.
Hello! How's the class try?
Alright, it's already time. So this again. I need to go to that place again. But now's not the time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Hyoko became victims in order to find the truth. The only reason I can is to go. Right. Unfortunately, I'm leaving that for now. We're going to save. Now, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair, Part 14. We have just discovered that Hyoko and Ibuki were killed at different times. However, the motive was the movie that everyone had saw, but obviously Hajime did not. Now, I'm having slight mix-ups about who the killer could be, because it has to be someone that knew that Hyoko went to the music venue to get her kimono fixed. Also, a small little fact, this is probably going to be in a trial, but if someone has their kimono, like, stash, like the ribbon, tied at the front, it resemblance to means that they are a prostitute in many ways. Now, keep that in mind, I have mixed feelings about who I think the killer could be. It has to be someone that knows that Hyoko went to the music venue, and it has to be someone that knew Ibuki had no brain. No brain, meaning that if she was to kill herself, she would actually do it. So, yeah, as far as I can tell, I don't really know who the killer could be. However, that is going to be the end of the stream. I hope you all enjoyed this wonderful stream. My name is TheMaskedWeeb, and I'll see you all for Danganronpa 2, The Goodbye Despair, Part 15, which is on Thursday, actually. Where we're going to be discovering who's the killer behind Hyoko, the ultimate traditional dancer, and Ibuki, the ultimate musician. I'll see you all in the next stream. Bye-bye!